Good morning, day 21, and today's video is not a workout. It is all about how you track your progress when you're trying to lose weight. So people still to this day think that scales, your regular old scales that give you one rounded number, is an okay way to do this. Absolutely not. Ditch your scales right now. Pause this video and go and get rid of them. Throw them off your balcony, put them in the rubbish, get rid of them. Okay, they are just torturous to anyone that actually thinks they're getting somewhere or not getting somewhere. There's really no win with scales. So basically the way that I like to describe what using scales basically is like going to the supermarket, grabbing your trolley, putting in a bag of almonds, then filling it with everything else that you need for the week, then chucking that trolley on a big set of scales and saying, oh yep, the almonds must weigh about this. Okay, so how the hell can you tell? How the hell can you tell? You just don't know at all. And let's say that the almonds, we thought it was a lot bigger than what it is, but it's not. You just can't tell. There's no other number that says, okay, the almonds weigh this, the watermelon weighs this. So that's exactly what jumping on the scale for yourself is doing. It's just giving you one rounded number. It's not telling you how much your blood weighs, how much your bones weigh, how much your skin weighs, the biggest organ in your body. Okay, so it's definitely not going to give you an accurate measure as to how much fat you have lost, and that is the key. Because if you are losing other things other than fat, one other thing is good, inflammation. And inflammation is caused by crappy food that is making basically your insides swell because it's not feeling good. If you're losing anything other than inflammation or fat, then you're not doing yourself good at all. You're going to end up having a lifelong battle of saying, I need to lose weight, I need to go on a diet. Okay? Now, an example again of the scales, of how crap they are, is before I had my first son, which was 4 years ago now, I weighed about 58 kg, so I was pretty little, pretty lean. Now I weigh, so after two sons, I would have been probably about 10 months since I checked, but the last time it was probably about 67 kg or so. And I'm smaller now, so I'm fitting smaller clothing now, so I'm fitting generally size 8, okay? Back then at 58 I was always in a size 10, I could never fit in a size 8. So what does that tell you? That's basically 9 kg, 8 kg that I've put on, but I'm smaller. That makes no sense, does it? I wish I had measurements to share with you as well. So what's happened there is when I started to lose weight after my second son, I was doing predominantly weight training, which is what I totally recommend for every woman who's trying to change their body shape. It's essential, you can't skip that step. If you don't like weight training, you have to learn to like it, because we need it. We need to build muscle to burn fat. The more muscle we have, the more fat we will easily burn. This is why guys have a really good time at losing weight. They find it so much easier because they generally have more testosterone. They always do, most of the time, and they have more muscle because of that. So my body is absolutely different, and I absolutely love it now compared to before the kids. I always had fear that I'd have a terrible body after children, because we're kind of filled with that you can let yourself go after having babies, and my body now just doesn't compare to what it used to be. It used to be quite skinny fat, and I found it really hard to put on muscle. If I had 2 weeks off training and ate averagely, then I just pile weight on, absolutely pile it on. Now if I'm quite relaxed with my eating like I am here, my body just reacts in such a good way. So yep, I probably get a little bit more bloated, I probably have a bit more inflammation because I'm eating a lot more sugar than I usually would. I'm not really a sugar person these days, so in that case I feel a bit more bloated, but my body is taking care of everything else. I'm not a fat storing machine anymore, I'm a fat burning machine, because I've taught my muscles to grow, to get bigger, to get leaner, to get stronger, so that they can support my body when it comes to times where I'm not so good. So if you are still trying to measure yourself by the scales, please just make this your big reality check. They are absolutely useless, and all they are actually weighing is your self-esteem, because even if you do good on the scale, say you lose 3 kg, I bet the next time you won't have lost 3 kg, because it just doesn't work like that. We don't know what the hell that 3 kg is. We have no idea. Could have it been that you just were extra bloated or something, and then the point that you weighed yourself and you lost the 3 kgs, that bloat had gone. We just have no idea. So throw away the scales and get into the measurements. Now I have in our studio, personal training studio in Christchurch, I have some special scales called BIA scales, which tell us how much your bone weighs, how much your fat weighs, what else does it tell us? How much visceral fat you have around your heart, major organs. They're pretty awesome. If you don't have access to them, and I suspect you won't, then use a measuring tape. I love measuring tapes even more than those scales, because at the end of the day they're still a machine. They still have many faults. There's still many things that you can do, like if you drink a big bottle of water or exercise before going on the scales, they're all haywire, they don't make sense. So get out the measuring tape and use that, okay? It's your best measure. Get rid of those scales, girls.